What is up, Youtubelettes? It is PuddlesA1 here, and I'm bringing you another narrated Wi-Fi battle. First of all, I want to thank all the subscribers that I got from my recent Pokemon Pit beta upload that went up yesterday, and thank you guys for coming over here to my channel, and I hope that you enjoy the mediocrity that is my channel. So I'm done talking about that stuff, but let's talk about this battle. I got a battle that's an Ubers match against Nesain, guy I met on the Smoking server. He was a really nice guy, didn't disconnect from the chat or the battle, and that's why I get to bring it to you guys today. So seeing his team doesn't have any spinners, I know I need to get my rocks up just because Lugia is the biggest threat on his team, honestly. Like, if I can't get rocks up to break the multi-scale, I'm done. So that's about it. Here we go. He's going to lead off with Kyogre. I'm going to lead off with Groudon. And I see... Oh, well, first of all, I want to talk about the fact that I didn't speed this up as much as I usually do. So if I get ahead of myself, I apologize. I'll try to fill in the stuff with filler, and that's what the words fill and filler are for, because they go hand in hand with each other like the move Helping Hand when you're in a double battle. So you see that his Drizzle goes before my Drought, telling me that he is not defensive and that he's most likely some type of offensive. So I want to see what kind of move he goes forward before I decide what kind of set he is. So I see the Water Spout, and I'm thinking that he's Choice Scarf. And seeing this damage, I was like, he's definitely Choice Scarf, because at the time of the battle, I thought for sure that he got a crit, but he doesn't get a crit, telling me now that I know that he is Choice Specs instead of Choice Scarf. And I didn't even know that until I was about to narrate this battle, and I was like, I should watch the battle one more time, so I'm fresh. And it's a good thing I did, or else I wouldn't have noticed that. So I know he's gonna switch out here. Just because I could probably take a Water Spout in the sun with my Ho-Oh is what I thought, at least, but he probably thought I was faster than him. So I go for the Sacred Fire, trying to get the burn on whatever he went into, and I was hoping he'd bring in his Zekrom. He does. I don't get the burn. He's just going to take me out with a Volt Strike. I thought for sure he'd go for the Volt Switch, but he doesn't. I don't even know if Zekroms carry Volt Switch anymore, and that does a lot of damage. So I'm not sure if that's adamant damage or Jolly Life Orb damage, because I feel like that did way too much for him to be Jolly. So I go into my Reshiram here, and had he been adamant, then this would have been a speed tie. I only went into my Reshiram here so that I would force him into going for Outrage, so I could go into my Fortress and get a free switch in and start setting up hazards. So he does go for the Outrage, just gonna take me out. He fell for my bait really easily because I'm the best bait setter in the world, if that's even a thing. I don't go fishing, so I don't hunt. I don't do any of that really. So I don't know the proper terms. So I go into my Fortress here. I know these terms. I go into my Fortress and I start to set up my hazards. So he's going to go for the Outrage because he's locked into it. I was hoping to get the 3-turn one because that would be very beneficial for me. But he just gets 2 turns, and I'm okay with that, to be honest. So I go for the Toxic Spikes, and I'm going to explain this move here. I go for the Toxic Spikes and a layer of spikes as opposed to going for 2 layers of spikes. And the reason why I do that is because if a Pokemon switches in twice on 2 layers of spikes, it does less damage than if the Pokemon switches in twice on 1 layer of spikes and has 1 turn of poison damage. So I get that that could be kind of situational, but the math is all there. If you guys want to go ahead and calculate yourself, please let me know if you get a different answer. But that's just how I got it in all my... I kept doing it, guys, so I'm pretty sure that that's how it is. And I was thinking that he would just go for the Surf here because he's poisoned, and poison damage kind of does rack up even though it's not toxic damage. But he does go for the Water Spout instead, pretty much catching me off guard. I wasn't ready for that, but he takes out my Fortress, and that's fine, I guess. All I have left now is my Terrakion and my Kyurem White, and we're only halfway through the video, so... I go into my Terrakion here, and I'm still thinking that this thing is Scarf at the point of the battle, so I'm pretty much just going to lock myself in a Stone Edge, hoping to get a crit just because it does have that high critical hit ratio. And the fact that I mentioned that should already tell you guys that I do, in fact, get the critical hit. Really unfortunate for him, but beneficial for me, and that's all I got to say about that. So he goes into Ferrothorn, and for some odd reason, I was like, he's got to set up hazards. I don't know why he wouldn't set up hazards right now. So I switch out and go into my Kyurem White to be, in before rocks. But he instead just goes for the Power Whip, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot that he could have an attacking move. Had he had the Gyro Ball, it would have been game over right here, because my Kyurem White would not have been able to come in on a Gyro Ball, and my Terrakion, definitely being Scarfed, would not have taken a Gyro Ball at all. So I'm pretty sure he could have lived the... No, he might not. No, what am I saying? He could have lived the... Well, it depends what kind of build he is. I'm rambling to myself. I'm talking to myself, guys. So I go for the Fusion Flare. I'm going to take out that Ferrothorn. It's not going to stand a chance, even in the rain, because I am a Kyurem White, and I am modest in Life Orb, and all that good stuff. So you guys can go ahead and calc that if you want to see the awesomeness that is that. So he goes into Palkia here, and I'm thinking that at the time of the battle, I was thinking that this thing was Specs, just because I thought the Kyogre was Scarf. But I know now, and I'm going to stop confusing you, the Kyogre was Scarf, or the Kyogre was Specs, and the Palkia is Scarf, and that's why he outspeeds me here. But honestly, I thought he outsped me because he was running Timid, and I'm running Modest, so that's why it gave my brain the little mind dooply-doo. So that's the thing. And he's going to take me out with the Draco Meteor, and I get to go into my Terrakion, and I am forced to lock myself into Stone Edge. I know he's going to switch out here because he's at -2, and whatever he goes into is going to get 2-hit KO'd. But to be honest, I think it would have been better for him to go into his Zekrom, just because his Zekrom probably would have died to the Stone Edge, and he could have saved his Latios for later, but instead he decides to Death Water it now. Not entirely sure why, but hey, them's the breaks. So he loses his Latios for no reason, basically, and he goes into his Palkia here, and I'm hoping to God I can take it out with a Stone Edge, if not get a crit to ensure that I take it out. And at the very least, I want him to miss Draco Meteor, because if he hits Draco Meteor and I don't take him out with the Stone Edge, then his Lugia can come in and take me out with an Ice Beam, and that's going to be GG. So I don't take him out with a crit. He does hit the Draco Meteor, and he brings me down to, I think, like 36 or 39 HP, and I am at prime Ice Beam position for Lugia, and I can only take out the Palkia now, and I believe I've used 5 at this point, counting the pressure turns of the Stone Edge. So I only have 3 more. I can hit 2 of them on the this guy here, and it takes 3 to take out a Lugia without multi-scale, so, or with multi-scale intact, and I don't, obviously don't get the kill. He's gonna take me out the Ice Beam, and I basically spoiled the ending for you when I mentioned it. So it's gonna be a good game, Nesain. Thanks for the battle. If you're watching this, thank you. So if he does have a YouTube channel, you can click from the Kyogre all the way to Lugia. It'll take you directly to his channel, like his stuff, favorite it, do whatever you want. If he has a channel. If he does not, on the other hand, you can go ahead and click the Reshiram. It'll take you to my last video. If you click the Groudon, it'll take you to my next one when I upload it. If you click A1's video, it'll take you to my PMP beta upload if you guys haven't seen it. So follow me on Twitter, follow me on Tumblr, add me on Skype. PuddlesA1 is the name throughout all that. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you, old subscribers. I love you all equally, but I love some of you more and I love some of you less. Peace, love, and later, Gators.